Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now you see, it's yeah, it is Kutagara Salayam. Yay! I can
Little
say no.
minor victory. Unfortunately, I don't see the Pali translation because I think for that you might have to share the screen, the whole screen.
How can I do that? So
So if you go to share screen option, if you share the
I can only
desktop,
share one screen, maybe.
so screen, have you selected screen option? I share. Yes, I think you might have, right?
Yeah, I have, and optimize screen sharing for video clip.
Okay,
Okay.
that's all right. You don't have to optimize for video that part. So
Now you see Pali, maybe.
now I'm seeing padding. Yes, but you can share the desktop. I think you should be able to share the desktop. If I share the desktop, here, let me try then. So if I
Advanced
share
sharing
this,
options.
here's my sharing screen. I don't think I'm, well, let's keep it around. I probably need the dictionary. Here's Sutta Central, Minor, Kuddaka Nikayo, Udana Pali, Jachanjavaka, Bhikkhu Ananda Jyoti. All right, that's one. Oh,
You leave
then
it there and then open the
hold
Pali
on.
from something else.
Sure.
Because these guys didn't have the Pali. You can go to tipitaka.org for Pali.
Are you seeing both windows now?
How I do?
All right, very good.
How did that not be the case for me? You go to Roman. Yeah, you can do the sharing, so I don't need to. Okay. Sutta
Oh, not that one.
Buddhaka. No, you are in Anguttara now. Yeah, Kuddaka.
Go away, Anguttara. Jachanjavaka.
Chanda Jati Anda. Blind from birth.
Ah,
Good, good. I can now see. Now you can read from Pali.
oh dear. Oh, that's all right. ඒවා මේ සුතං එකං සමයෙන් භගවා වේසාලියං විහෙරති මහාවනේ කූත ගාරාශාලායන්
Kutagara Salaya.
කූතාගාරශාලායන් අතකෝ භගවා පුබ්බං හසමයන් පුබ්බං හසමයන්
Ubbanha Samayang. Early time.
නිවාසේත්වා
Having
පට්
put on robes.
නිවාසේත්වා පට්ටචි
Handa Perenda.
පට්ටචි
Patta.
වරමාද්
Patre.
පට්ටචීවර
Patta
මාදාය
Chivarang Adaya.
පට්ටචීවරං ආදාය
Patta Chivarang Adaya. Having taken the bowl and robes.
වේසාලිම් වේසාලිම් පින්දය පාවිසි
Daya Pavisi.
වේසාලියම් පින්ඩයා චරිත්වා පච්ච බත්තං පින්ඩ පාත
Pachaha Battang. After the meal.
පචාවත්තං පින්ඩ පාත
Patikkanto.
පින්ඩ පාත පටික්කන්තෝ
Not doing Pindapata after the meal. Abstaining.
I'm old. That's the problem. I can't read. Let's try that. Where am I now? Okay. ආයස්මන්තං ආනන්දං ආමෙන්තේසි ගන්හාහි ආනන්ද නිසීදනං යෙන්
Nisidana is a piece of cloth on which you sit.
Ah, I see. Sitting mat? Some sort of a sitting mat?
Yeah, a mat to sit on.
Take up the sitting mat, Anand. Ena
But
cha.
there is a site where when you just move the cursor on it, it shows the English meaning.
That's this one. Maybe there's another one, but I've seen this one also has that feature. I guess for
Yeah, that's them, right?
view display, no pop up. I don't think it exists. Maybe let's see.
May not be for this site, this
They
Nikaya.
do English. Let's try.
It's a
Remember
lookup.
setting. So for this one, it doesn't seems to work. So maybe Anand Jyoti's translation is
You can
not
perhaps try Majjhima Nikaya, in an alternate window and see if that is possible.
sure.
You can also try it here and come back. So
Majjhima Nikaya. So I think this is probably gonna work for if it's with Bhikkhu Sujatos. Maybe it'll work.
Mhm.
See, it works for Bhikkhu Sujato. Pop up,
Apparently it does.
right? So it probably will work side by side as well. I'm guessing. So
It
it
seems
does. So it does everything for
awesome.
Bhikkhu Sujato's translation, but unfortunately, the one we are looking at is not a Bhikkhu Sujato translation. So that's the problem.
This is amazing.
That's the root cause of the problem.
The root cause of dukkha.
The root cause of this dukkha, this niraya.
This near.
11 other translations. That's probably in different languages altogether, so that's not useful.
Guy Yugni Du Bois, Netherlands.
Indra Ankar. All right, anyway, getting distracted again. Whoever is watching this video in
They
the
got
future is
Indra
not.
involved.
Yeah, there's Indra involved. I was curious. Did Indra come and write one? All right, where are we?
The only thing that they may not have in account in it.
Ena chapalang chetiyang chenu pansakamisat pan tenu pasan kamisama diva viharayati. Diva viharayati.
Chapalan Chaityan, where there is the Chapala Chaitya. Tenupasangkamisama. Let us go there. See, not Kamisami here. It is Kamisama. Diva Viharaya. For the day's dwelling. Meaning to rest in the day.
Evam bante. Yes.
Banteti ko
Banteti ko. Ayasma anando bhagavato patit patisutva. Patisutva, having something, having done something, having what?
responded.
Having responded.
Good.
Nisi danang adaya Bhagavantang pittito anubandi. Pittito anubandi.
Passing gya.
Oh dear.
Isidanang aday Bhagavantam Pittito Anubandi.
Pittito anubandi. Atako Bhagava yena chapalan chetiyang tenu pansang kami. Arrived, I guess. Got there.
Yeah.
Upasankamitva, having gone there. Panyate ase asane.
Tatte Asane Nisidi.
Panyate. What is panyate? Special
Panavu.
guy.
Prepared.
Panauva. Panyate.
Because Panyapana, Pattapana, like preparing. And so now he brought the Nisidana on which they sit.
Hmm.
So it was prepared. So he said, so that's the duty of Ananda, to prepare a proper place for Buddha to sit. Usually a higher place. So he's seen from afar, and he's seen by other monks who may follow and sit around to listen to him.
Nisajjako Bhagava
Nisajja,
Ayasmanta
having sat.
Nisajja, having sat. Oh, JJA. It's like TVA, Nisajja, Patishutva, having
Hinder.
done.
Yeah, it's like TVA,
Mm.
belonging. It's an
Ko,
absolute.
absolute. Ko Bhagava Ayasmantang Anandang Amantesi. Ematua Anand. Yes, addressed Anand. Ramaniya Anand Vesali. Oh, Vesali is good.
Yeah.
Ramaniyang Udenang Chetiyang. Ramaniyang Gotamakang Chetiyang. Gotamakang Chetiyang. Udena Shrine, Gotama Shrine. Ramaniyang Sattambang Chetiyang. Ramaniyang Bahuputtang Chetiyang. Oh, he's basically describing all sorts of shrines that's around where
Could
they
be
are sitting.
Bahuputta is like many sons of one family built it. So it's Bahuputta Chetya.
Bahuputta Chetya. Oh, these are people who both built these Chetyas, shrines.
Some are, but some are local, named after the locality, like Udenas, Udena areas. At that time, like in Anuradhapura, there were beautiful shrines built everywhere.
Ramaniyang Saran Dedang Chetyang, Ramaniyang Chapalang Chetyang. Yasa Kassachi Ananda Chattaro Idhi Pada Bhavita Bahuli Kata. We have Bahuli Kata again. Yani Kata Vattu Kata Anuttita Parichita Susamaradda So Akarang Kamano. Anand, whoever had developed Anand made much of, carried on, established, maintained, augmented, and properly instigated the four paths of power, could, if he wanted, remain for the lifespan, for whatever is left of the lifespan. I don't think I got that far. No,
Oh.
I did get that far. Yes, Kassachi Ananda Chattaro
What is
Idhipada.
Yasaji?
Yassa Kassachi.
Yasa Kasachi is to whoever. Ananda. Yeah.
Kassachi Ananda Chattaro Idhipada Bhavita. Chattaro, having, going, past tense. Going, Idhipada. Idhipada is Idhipada? Idhipada? No. Straight line?
Four Idhipadas.
Chattaro Idhipada, four, counting four.
Four paths of power, as the translation goes. Irdhipada Hatara, which is Chanda, Chitta, Virya, Vimansa. Chanda is desire to practice higher mind. Chitta meaning directing your mind that way. Virya meaning effort. Vimansa, inquiring, examining.
To whoever Ananda, for Viryapada, Bhavita, Bahulika,
Bahuli Kata,
Bahulikata,
done more. Yani Kata made it a vehicle. Vattu Kata made it their object. Anuttita, Parichita, Susamaradda. These three, let me. Anuttita is established, Parichita maintained, Susumaradha augmented. So I use the translation there to give you the
Okay, I understand. So,
Anuttita. Tita is establishment. Anuttita is well established. Parichita means parichaya, which is like skilled in it.
mm,
Susumaradha, not just Aradha, this is Susumaradha, very well established. So akankamano, if that person wishes, kappamva titteya. If he were to stay for kalpyak, for an eon, kappava se sangva could be a remainder of an eon. How they translate it, the kalpa as lifespan.
that's a
Could
little
be a
miss.
different meaning. Kalpa has many
Longest,
meanings.
right?
Yeah.
Kalpa is last longer.
Yeah. And the Buddha saying, I have done it. Tathagatassa ananda chattaro uddhipada bhavita bahulikata yanikata vattukata anuttita parichita susumaradha. This is a stock phrase.
Mm,
When you get the translation one time, it's how exactly it would repeat everywhere about Iddhipadas. Akankamano Ananda Tathagato, if the Blessed One, if the thus gone one wishes, Kappamva Titeya, if he were to stay for 1 eon, Kappava Sesangva, or the remainder of the eon, he's able to.
So is this where the Buddha basically asked the question and Ananda didn't answer?
Could be. Ananda doesn't think what the Buddha said, because Ananda has other things to think about.
Well, he has
Can
responsibility,
you
so he.
imagine half the time Ananda sort of memorizing everything but also not getting the meaning?
Well, he has other duties too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he has to figure out where to sit or how to sit, make arrangements, all that stuff. So his mind might not necessarily be settled for the purpose. So I feel I'm not so much angry about Ananda anymore, honestly. For a while, I was
Yeah,
angry with Ananda because why didn't you just say stay? Why couldn't you just make up your mind and just when the Buddha asked, why
well,
didn't you just say
look
that?
at it this way also. Mariyata Ahuila Innoa, that is how they say. That means he was still thinking with lust, hatred, and delusion,
Mm, mm,
had
mm.
not
Haven't seen.
eradicated death. He was under the influence of death. So he would only think in terms of, okay, you're going to die anyway in 100 years, so close to 100 years. So
At the same
it is,
time, Buddha might have asked Buddha might not necessarily was intending to live like that too. I mean, if
no,
he,
yeah, he was telling, I can do it. So Ananda was like, okay, good.
even if Ananda invited him to stay longer, then even then Buddha would probably decide at some point. I mean, it defeats the purpose, right? So the whole purpose is to end. And
Yeah,
if the creator is eternal, that I don't think is going to be a, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a conundrum there. I am the creator. I can stay forever, but you all have to go. I don't know how that's going to fly.
yeah. So we don't know exactly why the Buddha really uh, even said something
Even
like,
mentioned it. Yes, I was
yeah,
thinking about it just now. Yes, why did why?
like Sahampati's case, why Ananda has to be involved in this? Why was it not Sariputta or Moggallana or
Right,
somebody?
right, right.
Why can't it be just a regular man like a king? In this case also Sahampati could have been involved,
Right, right.
who must be still there.
Well, if you believe the cosmology, they're still there, right? I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Or he might be looking up, maybe not happy with me right now, so I should probably shut up.
Well, he's looking at both of us, so don't worry.
Oh dear.
Together we will end up somewhere.
I know my destination. I don't know about your destination. I know
No,
for
I
sure
don't
where
think.
I'm going. I don't think I.
No, you are smart. You can avoid Mara.
Let's see. Let's see. Go. Ask
You
me
you
about my
you
last
know.
thought moment. That's the problem. I don't know how to explain my last thought moment to someone else because everything depends on last thought moment, right? So we could cheat. If your mind is so controlled, you can cheat everything. And last thought moment, think of something really beautiful. Good, good birth. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's not gonna happen. Pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to work. It's not gonna work that way. But I was thinking
you
about it.
never know.
I have regrets. I'm pretty sure I have regrets. It's all right. As I said, I'm not planning to go to. I have no plans to go to heaven anytime soon.
So the goal in life is to die as young as possible, meaning you die older, but you look young.
Mm, mm, mm. I understood what you said. Right, not like die age-wise young, but die mindfully.
Yeah. So, oh, do more exercise and look young as you die. But in Buddhist context, do that for the mind to
Mm, mm,
develop it.
mm. Yeah, what you're saying is correct because my grandfather, when he passed away, I don't think anyone expected he would pass away. Even the day before, he was perfectly fine. In many ways, I think I don't know what did he suffer or not because he went to sleep. Next morning, he has gone. So,
Who was that?
my grandfather.
Huh.
So, the day before, he spoke with my uncle or someone, was perfectly fine.
Huh.
According to them, I wasn't there. Next morning, people found out he has passed away.
Hmm.
Um,
Just
I,
like that.
right. My point is, he was healthy. He was healthy. He was having his own state. He was maintaining it all by himself, pretty much. Very agile. He has no problems. He was 70 something. He didn't look or act like someone who is 70 something.
Well, most Americans live up to,
Oh, yeah.
close to 80
Oh, yeah.
or above. And you see, the Buddha, he he went through a lot of suffering in his life, you know, like self-mortification, 6 years must have brought his lifespan down.
Mm, mm, mm. Right.
Oh, he
Still the
planned to
body,
leave.
right? Right. Buddha
Yeah,
or not is still the same physical body, right?
yeah.
Right. Mm.
He didn't own the body. He had problems.
So what does he mean by if he wanted, he could have stayed longer because even a Buddha wouldn't be able to control the deterioration of the Panchaskandha, right? The Panchaskandha is still going to deteriorate. Can he control it?
Yeah, apparently so. You see, we are actually in that place where Ananda didn't see. If you read the next paragraph,
Sure.
it's about Ananda not. Yeah, so the physical body. Yeah, you're asking a different question here. Physical body. It looks like it's able. You can do it psychologically. That you can prevent it from decomposing. Like arahants in Thailand, they instead of that they would they die in meditation and ask people to leave the body for others to come and see and have faith on the monks. But also other monks have chosen for their body after it is burnt. They want adhisthana, their determination is for crystals to be made.
Wait. So these are not recent times. These are from ancient
These are
texts.
recent times.
So there are arahants in Thailand. Did I hear that
Yes,
correctly?
in the recent publications, you find like Ajahn Manbua, these monks, whose uh, relics uh, have turned into crystals and they have built shrines using them in the 80s.
80s, like 1980s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what you're saying is there could be arahants even now.
Yeah, if you Google Ajahn Manbua relics, um,
Now I am very confused because I thought there was a time where arahants could exist, but this is not the time. Mangboa, Mang. What am I typing wrong here? Lot of things.
Oh,
Mangboa.
BOO. Yeah, there we go. When he did die, 2011. Wow.
Mangboa. Oh dear. I'm very intrigued. 97 years old. Wow. So this is someone who attained Nibbana? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you see, in the beginning, he's famous. I have read his books. If you read at the beginning, he says he was thought by many of his followers to be an arahant, someone who has attained enlightenment. He was a disciple of the esteemed forest master Ajahn Man Bhuridatta, whose books are also popular, and was himself considered a master in the Thai forest tradition. So these monks, especially their relics have been turned into crystals upon their passing away.
Really?
Yeah. You
I
see,
am so confused now. So this is his body?
yeah.
Physical body?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I gotta show this to my wife.
Books everywhere about them. So that they made that determination before they passed away. May my body's, relics turn into crystals.
So
Read
you
about.
can control your aging process. You don't you can stop
Yeah.
aging if that's the case.
Yes, yes. There are bodies that are kept 1 year, 10 years still in Thailand or in Burma.
Without any mummification or any preservation.
There could be little preservation done, but even then, this is another monk, Ajahn Manburi Datta.
Yeah.
Perfect, very good meditation monk.
Very fascinating.
These are like role models for my life too.
Clearly, if someone dies and if their body turns into crystals,
Yeah.
that itself is sufficient.
Mhm.
Mind over matter. Interesting. I don't know
There's a
what.
picture of me in Thailand with a wax statue of Ajahn Chah. That is how
Ah,
close I could get, but was never able to visit even their monasteries in Thailand.
who is Ajahn Chah?
Ajahn Chah is Ajahn Braham's teacher.
Ah,
Uh, so Ajahn Chah is, I think, kind of the last arahant in that lineage
is he
who was,
still there?
oh, he passed away. I think, yeah, that's him. His books are so popular in Sri Lanka.
So this is the last recognized, well,
Yeah.
arahant,
Mm-hmm.
roughly speaking.
Mm-hmm. When some, his wealthy disciples go to him and ask, "Are you an arahant?" He says, "I'm like a tree, and a tree has sour fruits, sweet fruits, and birds come and enjoy them.
Hmm.
For the tree, it is just a noise." That's what he said.
Nice simile. You are asking the wrong question. He's basically politely saying you're asking a stupid question. Interesting. So this is
There.
Bhikkhu Bodhi's guru?
No, Bhikkhu Bodhi had other gurus like Ananda Maitreya in Sri Lanka, and who else?
But who did you
Gandhi.
name? You named someone as his student few
Oh,
minutes
Ajahn
ago.
Brahm,
Okay.
northeastern Thailand.
I see. So why couldn't you reach him? You said the closest you could
Yeah, he
get to.
passed away. Ajahn Brahm, I was close with. I mean, I have. been his
Right.
translator. I mean, that close, not close. But Ajahn Chah, I don't know what year he passed away. He passed away
No, he passed away in 1992.
1992. I was just 5 years old, 4 actually.
Very interesting. I didn't know there are Buddhist monks who were considered arahants in
See
recent years.
how they introduce Ajahn Chah here may not exactly uh, with honorific titles. Luampo Ajahn Pra, also known by his honorific surname. Maybe he's somewhere you'll find the word enlightened. Oh, his books are so simple
Hmm.
and extremely touching. I'm sure you will find many online
What are they about? Buddhism or general life?
about general life, practicing meditation, how simply to how to see life. Uh, Ajahn Chah quotes are so popular. You may find uh, his if you in the Wikipedia itself there might be things that you may find interesting to read the things he said. If you scroll down fast, you'll stop somewhere. Not really. You will find so Ajahn Chah quotes. If you Google, you will find so many.
Sumedo
That's is Ajahn. These monks are still
students.
around.
Hmm.
These are his students, all Western monks. Can you Google Ajahn Chah quotes?
Yes. John
Yeah, you see, very inspiring.
Chaco.
No, Ajahn Chah quotes,
Ah,
quotation.
sorry.
Richard is a
Com-
name.
completely heard something else. Do everything with the mind.
See, click on those images. Anything which is troubling you, anything which is irritating you, that is your teacher. This is why he was that kind of a straightforward teacher. And only someone you know, who is sophisticated in mind would say such a thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, click on that too. If your mind is happy, then you are happy anywhere you go. When wisdom awakens within you, you will see truth wherever you look. Truth is all there is. It's like when you learned how to read, you can then read
Hmm.
anywhere you go.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Profound.
Yeah,
That one I like.
yeah.
For sure. Still.
But Ajahn Brahm is a different man. He says things like, "Don't worry about what other people think about you. You are
Hmm.
not that important." That's how he says.
So he's basically saying the same thing, but he has a different approach to it. Non-selfness. He's emphasizing non-selfness in a very weird and interesting way,
Humorous way.
a humorous way. For someone who doesn't understand non-selfness or haven't come across non-selfness, what he says might come across as offending.
Yes. And see this second quote, if you let go a little, you will have a little happiness. If you let go a lot, you will have a lot of happiness. If you let go completely, you will be free.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I
I
am
thought about
surprised that
say it again.
because you didn't live in Sri Lanka in this, age when his books became that popular, you
I'm not.
missed it.
I don't know. I'm not that of a religious person. I don't know if I gave you a false impression somewhere. I'm not
Not
that.
as a religious person, but I think, or maybe those who live in Sri Lanka may not necessarily have uh, seen it anyway. But some trends I see that those who have lived here
Mm,
haven't experienced. So this
mm.
was a trend. This it still is.
Yeah, I'll look up. I mean, if there are books
Mm.
or something that I can read, I'll look up. It's interesting. I mean, I'm now fascinated. I'm probably going to do a lot of research, probably
Mm-hmm.
tonight or whenever I get about these arahants. I'm not curious whether they are arahants or not. I'm just curious if there are contemporary or relatively
Yeah,
contemporary people that's considered who are free. That thought itself is fascinating to me. I'm looking at what some of the monks in Sri Lanka is doing, and I've seen documentaries of monks in about monks in Thailand and how corrupt they are and how
yeah.
bad behaving they are. It's hard to even fathom the idea of virtuous monks. I can see monks who are arahant.
Enlightened. Yeah.
Yeah, that is really far away. For some reason,
The
I thought
problem is those monks don't ever come to media. Nobody really makes it, they don't want that attention.
they don't make a big fuss, right? Right. Even
This
then,
there
right.
the
Even then,
Arahant that is popular now in Sri Lanka is intentionally coming to YouTube and popular marketing himself.
I don't have the qualification to say who is arahant or not, but that monk is definitely not arahant. That much I can see.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. It's a stunt. It's a publicity stunt.
yeah.
But the underlying thing I understand, or at least the way I look at it, is people are thirsty, Bante. There
Mm-hmm.
are people who are thirsty to learn the truth, or maybe not to learn the truth, maybe to figure out or figure out why they are suffering, and they are clinging on to these wrong views all
Yeah.
over the place. I mean, that's the sad thing. I mean, a lot of these daikos, I think, at least when they initially contacted these monks, they had the right thought. They were looking for the answer. Now that's taken in a completely different direction altogether. It has become a big business.
Oh, it is a problem. If anybody says you are an Arahant, you will have to defend that for the rest of your life.
You're
So,
asking for trouble, right?
yeah, asking for trouble. And it's usually like the tree in forest, so that it is not known that way. It is just known by other people,
Right.
by how you behave, how you do things, and how you respond or what lifestyle you have chosen. So,
Even if you are an arahant, I don't know what difference does it make. Let's say I'm arahant. Let's say you are arahant. I don't think that's going to help me or you,
mhm.
right? I mean, let's say I'm right now arahant, but me being
Oh,
arahant is not going to help anyone else. Uh,
yeah.
I can tell you. So let's say you are arahant and you can tell me to do things, but that itself is not going to help me no matter what, because
No,
I
no,
have
no.
to do it.
One second, one second. Hello, this is Kusala. Yeah. Hi, Dave. Do you remember coming here before for the pest control thing? Okay, so you have the address on my voicemail, but I needed you to come and, you know, thanks.
Okay. All right. Oh, no, wrong tab. Wrong tab. We got very distracted with arahants,
Yeah,
and now I don't even remember where we were. I think we
we were
were
talking about you
Udan,
you were telling about modern arahants and problems with them.
modern arahants. Yes, yes. So the root cause, my argument is there's a need. There's definitely a need, and it's satisfied by unqualified people. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Unqualified, I don't know if unqualified is the right version. Maybe unqualified is not even the right word. I think it's fulfilled by opportunistic people, and I wouldn't even
Oh,
consider them to
yes.
be monks, because they are not. They are not doing anything good for the or beneficial for the anyone, including themselves. Someone who
Yes,
cannot even practice what they preach, I have no faith in them.
of course. It is damaging for the entire SARS.
Yes, yes, that's the way I look at it too. It's very, very disruptive. Very unfortunate too, but that's all right. Good to hear there are at least monks who, whether they are arahant or not, that's a different argument altogether. But if they are considered that highly, that itself is good recognition, I think.
Yeah, yeah. That's why people build wax statues and museums after them because they are even in their culture it's so significant. Those people are.
Who knows? There could be arahants even now, right? Even in Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
there are enough forests. There are enough forest dwelling monks, so someone might have achieved some states.
Yes.
Anyway, going forward, what do we want to do? Shall we restart here tomorrow, perhaps, or whenever you have time tomorrow?
Tomorrow
Or
afternoon, that
okay,
seems ideal.
yeah, sure. What time would
Around the
work for
same
you?
time,
All right, 12 o'clock
noon.
local time.
Yeah. Did we
Okay,
do 5 hours or 4 hours and a half today, right?
I think we did sufficient number of hours wise. Plus, we have enough baggage from other days where we were doing literally marathons. So
Right. No, because we wanted to go full throttle and see where. But I'm so glad you suggested Udana today because now we know what it is like reading it. But we will start from there.
okay, we can do that. Even today, I think we logged at least good 4.5 hours. We haven't taken any major breaks. And I was looking at the syllabus uh, during one of the breaks. The syllabus doesn't have a 8 week day. It has a
Okay.
6 week day. Sorry, 8 hour day. It's a 6 hour day. 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So
I see.
let me show you real quick what I'm saying. If I can see, I didn't notice it today until today either. This says from 8:30 to 11:45,
11:45. Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12. So it's there's 4.5 hours, but it's only listed 3 hours over here. So I guess
Hmm.
that's including breaks and whatever. Um,
Oh, that's.
so time over here is measured in 3 hours here, 3 hours, 3 hours,
We
three
have been
hours.
doing more.
We have been absolutely doing above and beyond. We
Yeah.
we
Oh, good.
so I
I'm
don't think
happy.
my argument is we don't have to even stress about this week because honestly, as far as the schedule is concerned,
Okay,
we
let's take a break tomorrow then.
all right. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I think even then we'll be fine. And
Yeah,
I'll
so your homework is doing the Udana
okay.
after this.
You want me to try to translate it, or you
Yeah,
want me to? Okay,
yeah, just work on it until you
okay,
get it. So
okay. I can do that.
if you like that work, if not, you can just
Sure.
read it. But reading cannot be proven as an exercise, homework.
Right. I mean, I
I
don't
think
have an option, right?
you would better translate so
Yes.
you work with it. So
Yes.
wow, this is a great discovery. I didn't know we were
I didn't notice it either, to be honest with you, Bante. I was looking at this while we were on a break. I was like, okay, what are we supposed to do afterwards? And then I realized it's only broken down into 3 hours, 3 hours.
yeah,
So I guess that means we are only expected to cover 3 hours worth of material and rest
yeah,
is
yeah,
breaks
yeah,
and whatnot.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
have literally not taken that many
Yeah,
breaks at all.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we've been doing marathons.
yeah. Good, good. Because we every day we stopped when we felt like we should stop, and that was substantial uh,
Yes.
coverage. So
And I think we
okay,
moved faster through the Anguttara Nikaya too. So
yeah,
Anguttara Nikaya, we don't have to spend a lot of time. So we can
take
take
a
a break
break
tomorrow.
tomorrow because you
Yes,
have other things.
sure.
Now that we have read Udana too.
Okay. I'll log I'll say we had about 4.5 hours of time today, and I'll mention something that we've covered Anguttara Nikaya.
And Udana.
So we started Udana. So as far as the schedule is concerned, we are
Little ahead.
ahead. So we're not going to do any classes tomorrow. Is that fine with you?
Yeah.
Do you think we need to justify why we're not doing classes tomorrow? I don't know. I'm just asking.
We can tell that so they know.
Okay. I think this is mostly
If
for
they tell us
Maba.
to do, we are willing to do class anyway.
Right. Right. Okay. So we'll plan on taking a break, and I will see you. If it's okay with you, we can do one weekend day, so that we
Yeah.
don't have to
Either Saturday or Sunday.
right. So that way you don't have to sink in a whole weekend.
Yeah.
So if time when
Let's plan for next Saturday.
sure. Okay. Do you have anything going on next Saturday? Do you think? Not right
Not
now.
as far as I know.
Okay.
So usually Sundays happen to be
Busier.
like 4 days.
Right.
So
I mean, even if something happens next week, that's all right. Just let me know, because we
yeah.
it's not even in the schedule. This is an agreement between you and me more than anything else. So I'm not worried.
So, but next weekend is generally not the class weekend. So
Right. Right.
we can either do tomorrow on instead of Saturday, or we can do it on Saturday. I think
What do
it's
you
best
prefer?
you take a break for your other works, and
So I don't have any other work, honestly.
Okay.
I've already set up this weekend for this. I mean, the reason I even mentioned my backyard project is this morning
Yeah.
freed up, so I spent
Yeah.
some time there. That's all. So I'm not obligated to go there. Uh, Plus, it's nothing urgent. We've been working on it for about a couple of months now.
The
So
thing is, we have logged more hours than necessary, so
I
let's
believe so.
do the break
Okay.
and catch up on Saturday.
All right. Next Saturday. All right. Sounds good.
All right.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Bante. Putsarnai.
Saturday.